Munirah, Hawani, Binti, Muhamad, Sukri. My metric number 270922. I will explain about introduction. The construction industry is an important industry in a country. This is because without this construction industry, then the all development in the country will certainly not be able to build. To build a construction project definitely required a very careful planning from various angles to produce a quality project. Therefore, the work breakdown structure is very important to divide the work in each process to be done. Therefore, there is a mineral tunnel construction project in Perak carrying out WBS to ensure the project runs smoothly and orderly. Based on the WBS that has been done, this tunnel construction project took more than a year to complete. So it's clearly shown that this WBS can facilitate the organization to identify and organize each work required. That's all from me.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Ahmad and Najmi bin Fakeri. Today I will discuss about the definition of schedule and calendar. The definition of schedule is an agreement of event according to specific time. Where the definition of a calendar is a schedule is an agreement of date for a year arranged according to the day of the week and a month. In the calendar of the project, there is a list of working and non-working day, as well as activity interval and so on. Of the company operating house are usually listed and breaks in the calendar. In this construction activity performance is tasks and that need to be implemented in the coming month or year can be planning effectively using the calendar project. The information will be seen in various calendar that include 3 different project calendar working strategy. This is my group project tunnel construction schedule and calendar. And our company have made plan to complete this project within 415 days, including Sunday public holiday and other public holiday. And therefore, the first we will work for 48 hours a week and 26 days for a month. The project will start on 1 January 2020 Saturday 2022 Saturday, and is expected to be complete on 3 May on 2023.
Selamat sejahtera, my name is Cinda, anak perempuan Laap. My metric number is 271607. I will present about location of the project. The site selected to implement the tunnel construction project is located on the highway in Perak. This tunnel is named as Munirah Tunnel or Meru Munirah Tunnels. This tunnel is located on the north road of the north-south highway near Jelapang, Perak. The tunnel has a length of 800 meters. This location is the choice of the developer in the tunnel construction project due to provide transportation facilities to the community.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhamad Zaidi bin Sabri, metric number 270647. I went to present about project organization. This is a picture about project organization. Is my group assignment. First, project sponsor. Project sponsor is state government. Second, project manager is Muhammad Zaidi bin Sabri. Architect Munirah Hawani, Binti, Muhammad, Sukri. Engineering Ahmad Najmi bin Muhammad Fakeri, and lastly administration manager is Cinda, anak perempuan Laap. Project sponsor. The project sponsor plays a role in the vision, governance and benefit realization divisions. A project sponsor is an individual or group who own a project and provide resources and support for a project to ensure that the project is successful. Each project has at least an project sponsorship, although they do not focus the project implementation line, but they are in the project management in terms of hierarchy. Second, project manager. The project manager is the individual who is responsible for manage the project from the initial stage until the project is complete. As the project manager will manage the construction of the tunnel from before, during and after the project successfully implemented. In the organization, the project manager will be appointed to manage the project and be responsible until the end the project. The successful the project manage depend on the ability to fulfill the procedure in the project. Third, architect. An architect is a person who provide the best service a customer to realize a project or building. In the construction of the project, the architect must ensure that the structural plan draw meet the specific requirement. For example, this tunnel construction design plan in silver produced with a strong and durable construction structure. Next, engineering. Engineering include the task of identify and meet the need of the community whether that project is suitable be implemented in the area or not. For example, in the construction of the tunnel, the engineering as an important component to ensure that every activity during the construction of the run smooth. Lastly is administration project. The administration project device is a division that provides support service to the department to manage matter related to human resource management, accountant and legal. This is to implement matter related to general administrative, manage and staff service such as security at the project site, vehicle, staff attendance, maintenance, matter and so on.
Okay, next we discuss about the research for this tunnel construction project. The research part is important in feasibility to observation of the project done, so as making observation, creating and modifying of the resources and changing data. So one of the important part of making correction to the source sheet is to use the view tab or status bar, the four icons in the view shortcut area. This method is more considered a formal method than the ad hoc method to go through the addition of research by typing the name into the research name column M. The grant chart. This will allow the entry of additional source information. For example, to create source calendar, rate, email address, and so on. Okay, this is my research for my project. Okay, we can load this research for construction tunnel, and additional information as standard rates, source, initial, department, accounting, codes, and so on. The research there is also different research with a word research that interpreted as a person or role that can be used in on company equipment. In the assignment, we have list a total of 37 different type of research in RS.
Grand chart. A grand chart is a type of tabular graph used to show tasks in a implemented project. The grand chart is a type of bar chart that shows the start and end dates of a several project elements that includes resource, achievements, tasks, and so on. In the implementation of this project, request a grand chart in project planning and define the sequence of tasks available on the project that requires completion. Having a grand chart can help developer divide the time for each part of the project. The chart is displayed the form of a horizontal bar chart, like the picture shown in this slide.
Okay, next is about tracking grant. In grant tracking result, we show is constant. The word first task information displayed into a panel. There are two types of panel, namely right and left panel, which have two different rules. In the left panel, it is panel that show the data result in the form of sheet. With the right panel, it will show the data in the form through a chart. Okay, this is my growth tracking game for tunnel construction project. We can look. Okay, the use of the tracking table is for the business or presentation. The same table as in the display and view of the tracking gram bar, which is the default table, which is the entry table. The use of tracking schedule can be easy for us to inform the audience about our project by providing written in data. Grant tracking also be performed a presentation that represent the grant task bar that at the top of the chart with baseline grant bar that have been planned as tasks that have been listed. In grant also it show the two time by default. Okay, lastly, the chart presentation is also carefully to showing two type of bar in each word down in the chart, and below the bar will also display the baseline setting.
This is network diagram. Network diagram is a graphical presentation of the task, dependence, and main route of tunnel construction project. Tasks are represented by a box or nodes, and dependencies are represented by line connecting those boxes. Project network diagram are the most important tool because they help the team visual the activity the need to complete over the course of the project. This is because the project network diagram show important context such as the duration, sequence, and dependencies. Therefore, to create and document the sequence of the activity, the project network diagram is used. Next, in the first stage shown in the network diagram above, is to determine the logical line between activities. The sequence of action we describe with arrow in the diagram will be determined in interaction like this. In addition, in the basic example of dependence, a finish to start connection to predecessor action must be complete before successor may begin it. We also show this project on the network diagram that no activity take a long time to implementation in critical path. This demonstrate the activity as well as the duration of the activity is capable of completing a project within a certain time frame. Only a few action are required and unusually lately time accomplished owing to the delay in product and others factor. The project above display a positive and useful network diagram for planning in activity without increase to the time the activity.
Lastly is conclusion. So based on all the information that has been described, it can be concluded that the work breakdown structure is indeed very useful in a project, regardless of construction project or project from other industry. This is because WBS will facilitate an organization or firms in identify and organizing all the activity required in carrying out a project. Therefore, with the implementation of DWBS, all activities and the total scope of work of the Munirah tunnel construction project in Perak can be arranged and determined with the cooperations of this construction team. WBS should be practiced in each project that is to be done, so that the project can be better organized and all the scope of the work in the identify for each working group involved. That's all from me and all my team members. Thank you.